Assalamu alaikum. I am Jahangir Alam, lecturer in physics at Milestone College. I welcome you all in my online class. First of all, thanks to Almighty that He has given me the ability to take this class, and I am still okay and carrying on my regular activities. Dear students, I also hope all of you are well with your family members by the mercy of Almighty and carrying on your regular studies, staying at home. Right, dear students, in our today's class, we are going to discuss some important creative questions from the 8th chapter, that is the reflection of light. Okay, I hope this creative question will help you a lot for your upcoming exam. Okay, dear student, so now let's start our class. Right, dear student, here is our first creative question, and the stem of the question said that Alif placed an object in front of a concave mirror of focal length 20 cm and observed a 3 times magnified image. That is, in the experiment, Alif used a concave mirror whose focal length was 20 cm and he observed a 3 times magnified image. Right? These are the information about the question, and the questions are: what is regular reflection, what is meant by power of a lens, determine the distance of the object, and finally, if the mirror be convex, then what would be the nature and size of the image, explain with figure. Initially the mirror was concave mirror, and in the question D they said that, or impose a condition that if the mirror be a convex mirror, then what will be the nature of the image, right? So dear student, now we are going to see the definition of regular reflection. If a parallel beam of light incident on a plane mirror or smooth surface, and after the reflection, if the rays remains parallel or converted to a divergent beam or a convergent beam, this type of reflection are known as regular reflection. That is, a regularity maintained after the reflection. Here regularity mean after the reflection, if the reflected ray remains parallel, converted to a convergent beam or converted to a divergent beam. That is, all the reflected ray follows a definite rule, then this type of reflection are known as regular reflection. Okay, dear student, now we will see the definition of regular reflection. Okay, here is the definition of regular reflection. If a parallel beam of light falls on a mirror and after reflection remains parallel or converted into a convergent or divergent beam, then such type of reflection is called regular reflection. Right? I hope you got it. Okay, dear student, our next question is: what is meant by power of a lens? Dear student, you know, when a parallel beam of light passes through a lens, either convex lens or concave lens, it converts the parallel beam into a converging ray beam of light or diverging beam of light. This special power of lens is called power of the lens. Right? The point on the principal axis at which the convergent ray meets is known as principal focus of the lens, and the distance from the lens to the principal focus is known as focal length. Right? If the focal length of the lens is more, then the power of the lens is less. On the contrary, if the focal length of the lens is less, then the power of the lens is more. Right? So dear student, now we can see the definition of power of a lens. Okay, dear student, we can define the power of a lens like this: the ability of a lens to converge or diverge from a parallel beam is called its power. Right? If the power of a lens is denoted by P and focal length denoted by F, then the relation between P and F is 1 by F. Right? We have already mentioned that if the focal length of the power is more, then its power will be less, and if the focal length is less, then its power will be more. That is, power and focal length are inversely related. Unit of power is diopter, right? Okay, dear student, now we are going to solve our third question, that is, we need to determine the distance of the object, that is, the distance of the object from the pole of the mirror. The information in the STEAM are, they said that the focal length of the mirror was 20 centimeter, right? Here focal length small f is equal to 20 centimeter. The magnification of the image was 3, that is, he observed a 3 times magnified image. So magnification which is denoted by m is equal to 3. So we have to determine the distance of the object. P is equal to what? Dear student, from the magnification we know modulus of m is equal to v divided by u. Here the modulus of m is 3, right? Or 3 is equal to v divided by u. So from the expression we need to determine the value of u, or u is equal to v divided by 3, right? This is equation number 1. Again we know one by u plus 1 by v is equal to 1 by f. This is the relation between distance of the object, distance of the image, and focal length. Now we will replace the value of u by this expression. So 1 by v divided by 3 plus 1 by v is equal to 1 by f. Dear student, after the simplification it will be 3 by v plus 1 by v is equal to 1 by f. Okay? Or v is equal to 3 plus 1 is equal to 1 by f, or 4 by v is equal to 1 by f, or v is equal to 4 into f. Now using the value of f we will get 4 multiplied by 20 centimeter, that is, v is equal to 80 centimeter. This is the final answer for the question, that is, the object was placed at 80 centimeter distance from the pole of the mirror, and in that situation he got a 3 times magnified image, right? Dear student, now we need to show the nature and size of the image in case of convex mirror, right? We need to show the situation, that is, what will be the nature and size of the image in case of convex mirror. You know, convex mirror always form a virtual and diminished image. Okay? So we are going to the situation using a figure diagram of a convex mirror, right? Dear student, now we will observe the nature and size of the image formed by a convex mirror instead of concave mirror. Dear student, we show a section of a convex mirror by m, p, m prime. Here m is the pole of the mirror, that is midpoint, and f indicates the focus point or principal focus of the mirror. if we place the object, that is AB denotes the object, then two rays from the top of the object incident on the mirror, one moves parallel to the principal axis, and after the reflection it will reflect in such a way that it seems to us that the reflected ray is coming from the principal focus of the mirror, because we know when a parallel beam incident on a mirror or a spherical mirror, after the reflection the reflected ray pass through the principal focus in case of concave mirror, and in case of convex mirror it seems to us that the rays are coming from the principal focus. Okay, so the reflected ray seems to us that it is coming from the principal focus, and we send the second ray from the top to the pole, because here we get an advantage that in that case the incident angle and the reflected angle will be equal. So after the reflection it will reflect in such a way that it seems to us that the ray are coming from this point. Okay, here these two reflected ray, these are two reflected ray, when incident on our or enter on our eyes, it seems to us that these two ray are coming from this point, and we send a ray from the base of the object. So the ray which comes from the base of the object will be back in the same way, because in that case the ray incident normally and it will back in the same way, right? So the base of the image will be formed on the principal axis and the top of the image will be formed at A prime point. So the image of the object AB will be observed like A prime, B prime. So in that case the position of the image will be behind the mirror, and size of the object will be definitely smaller than the object, right? And nature of the image will be virtual and erected. So we can write the position of the image will be behind the mirror, right? Nature will be virtual and erected, and size will be diminished. Okay, so these are the nature, or these are the all about the nature and size of the image formed by a convex mirror, right? Dear student, I hope you got it. Okay, dear student, here is our another creative question, and the stem of the question, they said that the focal length of a concave mirror is 0.2 meter. An object is placed at a distance of 1.5 times of its focal length, that is distance of the object which is denoted by u, which is 1.5 times of the focal length. Here focal length is 0.2 meter, so distance of the object will be 1.5 times of 0.2 meter. These are the information, and the question are, what is focal length? Write 4 characteristics of the image formed by a plane mirror. Determine the distance of the image that is V. And finally they said that at what place the object is to be placed to get one time magnified image. Explain with figure, right? Dear student, now we are going to see the definition of focal length. Okay, the definition of focal plane can be given as the plane through the principal focus and perpendicular to the principal axis of a spherical mirror is called focal plane. Actually this is a imaginary plane which we consider at the principal focus perpendicular to the principal axis, right? This is known as focal plane, right? Dear student, now we are going to see some special characteristics of a image formed by a plane mirror. Okay, right? Dear student, now we will see some important characteristics of the image formed by a plane mirror, and the characteristics are images are virtual and erect, right? In plane mirror, the images are always virtual and erect. The distance of the object and the image are from the mirror are equal. That is, distance of the object from the mirror and distance of the image from the mirror will be same. Magnification of the image is 1. Here magnification 1 means the size of the object and the size of the image will be equal. In plane mirror, the size of the object and size of the image are always equal. And finally, images are laterally inverted. It means that the left side of the image, left side of the object will be seen right side of the image, right? If you move your right hand in front standing of a mirror, then you will observe that the image will moving or his left hand, right? Your right hand will be left hand of the image. So this is called lateral inversion, right? I hope you got it. Dear student, now we are going to solve the question C, that is, we have to determine the distance of the image from the mirror. Here the information given in the STEM, they said that the focal length of the concave mirror is 0.2 meter, right? Here focal length small f is equal to 0.2 meter, right? An object is placed at a distance of 1.5 times of the focal length. That is, distance of object u is equal to 1.5 times of focal length. That is 1.5 multiplied by 0.2 meter, right? So it will be 0.3 meter. We need to determine the distance of the image. Distance of image v is equal to what, right? We know one by u plus 1 by v is equal to 1 by f, or 1 by v is equal to 1 by f minus 1 by u. Here 1 by f, that is 1 by 0.2 minus 1 by 0.3, okay, or 1 by v is equal to, if we take the LCM of the two value, 0.2 multiplied by 0.3, 0.3 minus 0.2, okay, it will be 0.6, 0.06, and it will be 0.1, right? Dear student, then after the calculation, v is equal to 0.06 divided by 0.1, that is 0.6 meter. So this is the distance of the image from the mirror, okay, right? Dear student, now we are going to solve our last question, that is, the requirement is at what place the object is to be placed to get one time magnified image. Here one time magnified image means here modulus of m is equal to 1, right? We know modulus of m is equal to v by u, or 1 is equal to v by u. Therefore, u is equal to v, right? And focal length of the mirror, again f is equal to 0.2 meter, okay? Next one, you know 1 by u plus 1 by v is equal to 1 by u plus 1 by u. We replacing by v by u because here v is equal to u is equal to 1 by f, or u 1 plus 1 is equal to 1 by f, or 2 by u is equal to 1 by f, or u is equal to 2f, that is 2 multiplied by the value of f is 0.2 or 0.4 meter. Dear student, this is the required distance at which the object is to be placed to get one time magnified image, right? Now we will see this phenomena by the illustration of the figure or ray diagram, right? Dear student, now can we see the situation by the presentation of this figure? In our calculation we have already observed that the distance of the image for the required condition u is equal to twice f, that is r. If the object is placed at a distance of 2f, that is double of focal length, that is at the center of the mirror, then the object image will be equal size of the object. So here we place the object at the center of the mirror, and after the drawing of the ray diagram we can see the image is formed at the same point, that is at the center of the mirror. So in that case the size of the object and the size of the image will be equal, that is magnification will be equal. Okay, dear student, so thank you very much being with me in my class. May Allah bless all of you. Assalamu alaikum.